at a 1-3 record. While on the Manitoba All-Stars team, they didn't get off to the best of starts, falling to the now undefeated Minnesota Machine by a score of 4-2. But since then, Manitoba has caught fire, winning their last 3 games, knocking off Tordon 7-1, Tordon 8-1, East Coast 7-1, and Battery Hockey Academy by a score of 8-2. So Manitoba has been dominant in their last 3 games. They'll look to try and repeat it here to kick off our coverage of Day 3 at the Continental Clash. We got a lot of great games coming up for you here today, including the marquee matchup at 9:30. There are now 2 undefeated teams remaining, but after 9:30, there will be only 1 left, as all eyes are on the Minnesota Machine and First Class Alberta at 9:30. One of those teams will be the last remaining undefeated team at a 5-0 record. Should be a great day here at the Pierrefonds Sportsplex. We'll step out for a quick break. When we come back, first period puck drop between Manitoba and Stuyhouse. You're watching the Continental Clash on the World Sports Broadcast Network.
Yeah. We don't do it for the name that's on the back. We just do it for the logo on the front. All that clout chasing, we don't run with that. We just put the whole squad on the hunt. Yeah, we bleed for the shield, never for the self. True success ain't the trophy on the shelf. It's the logo on the front, not the name on the back. Yeah, we stay on attack. Let the
Back here in Pierrefonds as we get ready for the puck to be dropped here on Day 3. Stuyhouse and Manitoba to kick off our 3rd day of coverage here at the Continental Clash. Glad to have you along with us, whether you're just joining us for the first time or have been with us since Tuesday. We are so glad that you have been able to spend your time here with us, and this opening clash should be a real dandy as Stuyhouse looking to build their momentum and look to rack up their first win streak of the tournament, while Manitoba looking to remain hot. 3-1 coming into today's game, as Manitoba, as it currently stands, in a playoff position along with Minnesota, First Class Alberta, and Everest Elite. Manitoba just ahead of Everest in terms of goal differential with a plus 17, while Everest at plus 13. But of course, Minnesota and First Class Alberta leading the way. So Manitoba could potentially jump up to 2nd place if fate fortunes them here this morning. You hear the buzzer, which means we're almost ready to go as both teams get their final instruction before this game kicks off. Hayden Penner will get the start this morning for Manitoba. He has been very impressive so far in play. Well, looks like on the Styhouse side of things, looks like they are going to turn to Skylar McLaughlin to get Styhouse their second consecutive win of the tournament. Both teams ready to go as Manitoba and Styhouse will line up for the opening face-off. Brody Woodmass, who has been very impressive in this tournament, will center his Manitoba squad to start things off, and it looks like Alexander Klimko will do the same for Styhouse. Both teams ready to go as Styhouse will serve as the visitors in their black, Manitoba as the home in their whites. The puck is down in day 3 of the Continental Clashes underway from Montreal. Sent into the zone as Colton Thompson goes around the back of the cage. Turned it over, Klimko walking the line, looking for an opening here. Picked off though, and Madison Unrau will softly play it to center. Here goes Mark Spaguski, nice pass. Woodmass in towards the goal, great diving play by the defense to break it up. Unrau trying to find it again. Comes along the boards and played out to center. Waltman across for Colton Matejchuk, who has by far been one of the best defense so far in this tournament. Now it's Clifford trying to get that one ahead as back to get it for Styhouse is Luca DeChico. Able to play it in the corner as we are 1 minute deep into the first period. Here comes Styhouse's Luca DeChico to dump it in and complete a line change. Around the boards, played ahead by Carter Clifford. Back it fair now to the left side for Heshka. Willem Heshka into the zone. Centering feed broken up by Styhouse, and they'll look to bank it out of the zone. Ryan Sayward up the middle, intercepted there by Weston Brown on a good play, and back to just shy of the Styhouse line. Brooks Actor able to get it up the middle, redirected by Sayward. This one trickling towards the netminder, and holding on will be Hayden Penner for our first stoppage of the game with 1 minute and 36 expired. We welcome all those tuning in from the Midwest and Manitoba areas. Glad to have you along with us as we kick off day 3 of this tournament. Manitoba 3-1, winners of their last 3, while Styhouse looking for their first winning streak. They won their closing game of day 2 action yesterday. They will look to build off that momentum, and here comes Manitoba with an early chance, and luckily that one just missed wide. Now a point shot comes, that one sailing just wide of the net. Back to the line, good job by Matejchuk, playing it down low for Woodmass. And now Styhouse will move it out, courtesy of a good play by Kirchhofer. Now from the right side, shot coming from Ryan Sayward, kicked away by Penner. Manitoba on the attack again, but Styhouse takes it right back up in transition. Played down low, it's getting taken down there was Joey Gilbert. Manitoba looking to get it out as Spaguski played it off the half wall, but the puck did not cooperate with him. Another centering feed picked off again by Styhouse, and here they come across the line with potential numbers as Joey Gilbert in the corner with Steven Traficanta. Traficanta protecting the puck, trying to spin it out in front. He'll drop it off instead, comes to the front of the goal, and Manitoba breaks that one up, but they can not get it out of the zone. Long range shot coming, that one hitting the side of the net off the stick of Wyatt Radke. Picked up and cleared out by Mark Spaguski. Manitoba with a maybe ill-advised line change. Here comes Styhouse. Kirchhofer with a shot, just missing the net. Very fortunate break for Manitoba as the Styhouse attack was left all alone, and it was actually Traficanta that took the shot, and thankfully on the 4-on-2 just missed. Good hold at the line by Klimko. Thomas O'Connor gets the return pass, but can't control it on the backhand. And back behind the goal, comes out in front as Jack O'Connor couldn't get a piece of that one, and it's played back to center by Manitoba. 11:10 to go in period 1. So far scoreless in our opening game of day 3. Weston Brown able to mail it to center. Fletcher Brookshire gets it up for Thomas Connor, but now picked off by Heshka. Heshka's centering feed for Unrau. Cuts up the left wing. Unrau trying to get a step around the defense. Actors on his tail. Played back to the line on a good pass by Unrau. Across now for Thompson. Thompson looks to shoot. That one blocked by DeChico. Balfour in the corner. Styles comes away with it. Played to the line. Thompson tried to kick to keep it alive, but unfortunately could not be able to do so. Manitoba making a couple of changes here. Played to center, ill-advised pass picked off by Thomas O'Connor. O'Connor sending that one in deep as Styhouse will leave it there. Third of the way through the period. Here comes Mark Boguski in towards the goal. First save of the game for Skylar McLaughlin. Around the boards, Sayward. He'll play out. Good drop for Henley Gilbert. Now Gilbert almost got the return pass to the middle, but Jack Weltman keeping an eye on him. In the corner it goes. Back to the line, Henley Gilbert. Quick feed for Austin Heinrich. Now to the right side, wind up stopper to Chico. And Penner just got a piece of that one. Picked back up by Manitoba. It's Boguski across the line with Fair. Shot from a long range. McLaughlin able to kick that one away. Play back to the blue line, but unable to hold that one in is Thompson. Boguski from the left wing. Backhand floater to the net. Glove down by Henley Gilbert. Good play by him. And he'll get it to center. Inside 9 to go in the first. Still awaiting our first goal of the morning here at the third day of the Continental Clash. Sent into the zone by Styhouse, and what feels like the first time in a while we'll get a face-off on the icing. Right now, Styhouse find themselves on the outside looking in the standings, currently 11th of 16. Not in a playoff position as of yet, but if they could string some more wins together, they could have the potential to find themselves in the playoff round on Saturday. But it would take a lot for that to happen, as Manitoba, one of the 4 teams in playoff position. There's a shot from the face-off circle. That's Charlie Boda that sent it just wide. It's cleared to the line, and Styles will move it out. Across the line came Joey Gilbert, but couldn't get around the defense of Weston Brown. Back to the line, held in by Radke. Down to the corner, Thompson behind the net for Brown now. 8 to go in the period. Manitoba with numbers potentially powering in is Clifford. Clifford waiting to the front of the net. Opportunity for Willem Heshka, but denied by McLaughlin. Nice pickoff play there by Heshka. Brings it right back in for Manitoba. Heshka protecting. Walking in the corner, back to the line. It's Weltman. Across. It's Matejchuk off the post. Rebound still loose, and McLaughlin has it. What an opportunity for Colton Matejchuk, but he rings the iron. Been talking about and singing the praises of Colton Matejchuk's defensive prowess. Almost got rewarded, but he is denied by the Red Iron. Ensuing faceoff won by the All-Stars. Boguski can't track it down. Unruh looking to help out and does. Boguski towards the net, sharp angle shot. That one's kicked away by McLaughlin. Back to the line for Matejchuk. Able to hold it in yet again for Boguski, but now just barely cleared out at the line by DeChico. 7:05 to go in the period. More than halfway through as it's wrapped around the back of the net. DeChico, he's hauled down, no call. Manitoba plays it out in front. Now comes to the opposite side, played to the line but kept in by Thompson. Now it is played out by Stuyhouse. This is Alex Klimko looking to chase it down, but now Weston Brown will chip it off the boards, but that one picked off on a nice play by DeChico. Brown for Boguski. Boguski tracking in. Boguski centering pass intended for Unruh is stripped. Here goes Henley Gilbert. Gilbert into the zone with room. Gilbert's in towards the goal, and a good stop made by Penner. That one just tucking under the pad of the Manitoba netminder and keeps this one tied at zeros more than halfway through period one. Another busy day here at the Sportsplex Bear Fall. And as mentioned in the pregame show, the marquee matchup coming up in an hour 15. The 4-0 Minnesota Machine taking on the also 4-0 First Class Alberta. Beckett Fair stripped by Gilbert. There comes to the right side for Kirchhofer. Kirchhofer able to center it, looking for Austin Heinrich, but not able to connect. Stuyhouse regroups in their zone. Now it's Heinrich. Left side, Saywert intercepted by Manitoba. Catching Stuyhouse on the line change. Here's Beckett Fair from the slot, fired wide, and the rebound is scooped up by McLaughlin. Great pace to start this game between Stuyhouse and Manitoba. Both goalies having to make a couple of important saves. As Beckett Fair caught Stuyhouse in a line change, got a really nice shot, but unfortunately just missed the net. Face-off is won by Stuyhouse. Chance to move it up, and they will. Across the line, it's Brooks Actor. Drop pass, Heinrich with a shot, and routine glove save for Hayden Penner. Face-off will come to his left. And the face-off won by Stuyhouse. There's a shot from the line. Deflected, rebound still loose. And Manitoba will clear it. Boguski trying to hunt down Brooks Actor. Actor got it up the right wing. Kirchhofer for Saywert. Saywert trucking in with a shot, just went wide. Rebound opportunity comes in front. A spinning shot by Heinrich, just trickling through the blue paint. Saywert back to the line. Radke point drive. Penner the save through a crowd and will hang on. Draw coming to the right of Penner. Won by Stuyhouse again. Shot right off the draw. Save Penner. The rebound was there. Stuyhouse cannot deposit. Rebound collected by Trafficanta. Trafficanta trying to look in front. Puck loose on the side. They continue to jockey away. Wraparound opportunity broken up by the Manitoba defense. On the back of the net for Colton Matejchuk. Gilbert taking a shot from an odd angle. Penner just got a piece of that one. Battle in the corner. Able to squirt free. Joey Gilbert down low. Sharp angle shot denied by Penner as well. Here goes Manitoba on the counter. It's Carter Clifford with Unrau. Clifford driving the net on the forehead. He scores! Carter Clifford with a fantastic individual effort, and Manitoba is off and running on day 3. A 1-0 lead for the Manitoba All-Stars, thanks to Carter Clifford with his 5th of the tournament from Madison Unrau. Loose behind the net, Thompson around the boards, looking for Beckett Fair. He falls down. Around it comes again. Boguski up the middle. Here's Beckett Fair into the zone. Fair driving on the backhand. His chance nullified by Fletcher Brookshire. Fair behind the goal. Getting a little bit of help from Woodmass. Back to the line, Thompson across for Brown. Floating shot. And McLaughlin just got a piece of that. Chance for Syhouse to move it out. Thompson will intercept in the neutral zone. Under 3 to go. Here's Thompson driving. Thompson shooting. Save made by McLaughlin. Puck comes back in front. Almost found Brody Woodmass net front. On the right wing, Tommy O'Connor for Styhouse. Ill-advised drop pass. Manitoba will take it the other way. Boguski weaves around a couple. 3-on-2 for Manitoba. Played it to the side for the recent goal scorer, Carter Clifford. Back to the line. Weltman's shot blocked in front. A diving play broken up. Now comes back behind the net. Beckett Fair banks it off the net. And McLaughlin lost track of where the puck was. But luckily his Steinhaus teammates able to clear the zone. Passed through the middle by Jack Weltman, couldn't find anyone. Banked off the boards and down the ice. Could have enough for icing, and it will. With 1:53 left in period 1. Carter Clifford with his 5th goal of the tourney from Unrau at 3:51 as Manitoba on the board first. Face-off is won by Styhouse. Still look to get it out, courtesy of Wyatt Radke. Sayward. Now it's Thompson. Thompson lost possession. Looking forward again. Radke. Up the wing. Picked off by Austin Heinrich. But now it's taken around the back of the net by Clifford. Clifford with a near turnover in his own zone. Boda one-on-one with Radke. Here's Charlie Boda with a beautiful move. Can't finish it off and then gets absolutely nailed along the boards. And a penalty coming to Styhouse. Roughing is the call on Jack O'Connor, and Manitoba will get their first power play of the morning and a chance to make it 2-0. Face-off won by Styhouse, played to the line, but nicely held in by Weltman. Boguski. Boguski hits the return pass, walks in, fires, good save, rebound, another try. McLaughlin turns both of them away, comes back in front, and the puck squirted free, but the official losing sight, and that will bring play to a halt. Face-off coming to the right of McLaughlin. It's won by Manitoba. Right off the draw, played to the line for Jack Weltman. Magusky returns, or at least tried to return to Weltman, but it's picked off and cleared down by Graham Peterson. 35 left on the clock. Here in period number 1. A 1-0 lead for Manitoba. Thanks to Clifford's fifth of the tourney. Here's Bogusky. 3-on-2 comes Manitoba. Bogusky. Centering pass out in front. Look for Woodmass. Rebound try. Onrow just sent that one wide. Failing to clear, it's Radke. Puck bouncing in front. And McLaughlin's got it and will hold with 10.2 left in period 1. Looks like it's actually Luca DeChico in the box. My apologies. Thought I saw an 8. It is a 9. 10.2 left in the period. Face off to the right of McLaughlin, won by Styles. 5 seconds left in the period. They'll play it to center. And that will bring the expiration of period number 1. Carter Clifford with his 5th of the tourney gives Manitoba the 1-0 lead after 15 here in our opening game of Day 3 coverage at the Continental Clash on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Back here in Montreal as we get ready for period number 2. A 1-0 lead for Manitoba, thanks to the opening marker from Carter Clifford, his 5th of this tournament. And we're all set to go for the second period. Manitoba continuing their power play, which they will start the period off with. And second period underway, 49 seconds left in the Manitoba man advantage. What a block! Here's Beckett Fair! Oh, he hits the post! Can you believe that? Beckett Fair with one of the best plays of the tournament, but he hits the post. And then a point shot denied by McLaughlin. What a sequence. And Beckett Fair looking skyward. I don't blame him. What a chance for him to make it 2-0 on the power play. He had McLaughlin, but he did not have the post. Styles looking to kill off their first penalty of the day. To the line, it's Brown. Now for Heshka. Nice cross-seam pass. Thompson lets it go, blocked in front. Diving play. Styles gets it out. What an effort. 2 seconds left in the penalty kill. Back to even strength. Centered in front. Fair, nifty backhander. Off the post again. Oh my goodness. The other way comes Joey Gilbert. What a sequence. 2 posts in the opening minute for Manitoba. Heshka up the wing. Heinrich tried to get it ahead for Thomas O'Connor, but that's just out of his reach. Jack O'Connor looking to chase it down. He'll beat with Matejchuk. Boda for Woodmass. Set back into the Manitoba zone. Penner will play behind the net. Right to the blue line. Brookshire able to hold it in. Battle for it. Nice strip play. Boguski, centering pass. Here's Boda on a breakaway. And he cannot pull the trigger. He lost the puck. Another lucky break for Styhouse. Here's a point shot kicked away by Henley Gilbert. Breakaways not cooperating here with Manitoba this morning by the looks of it. And here goes Austin Heinrich. Trying to step around Weltman and does. Heinrich, nice move in the corner, gets held on to. Penalty coming to Manitoba. Holding is the call, and Styhouse will get their first power play of the morning. Styhouse with a chance to tie the game at 1. Face off to the right of Penner to start this Manitoba penalty kill. Officials giving directions to step out. And the face off won by Styhouse. Here's a shot by Radke. Nice glove save made by Penner. Just 7 seconds gone in the Manitoba penalty. The face-off won by Styhouse. Play back behind the net as Klimko tried to hunt it down. To the line. DeChico for Joey Gilbert. Back to DeChico at the line. DeChico for Radke, he's open. Radke fires! Save made by Penner. And a good one at that. Only 25 seconds has gone on the Manitoba power play, or Manitoba penalty kill, excuse me. This penalty kill feels like an eternity for them. Boda for fair, return pass. Boda almost spun him on a breakaway. Boda pushed in by Radke. They both fall to the ice. Sayward for Klimko. Ran into the defense. Boda trying to get around Radke. They collide at center. Radke just beyond the red line. Tried to play it ahead, but Manitoba with a good strip play will get it down. Halfway through their inaugural penalty kill. Here's Beckett Fair. Fair tied up in the corner, and this is going to eat off some precious penalty kill time. Picked up by Styhouse. Centered for Klimko. Klimko lost the handle on it, and it's fired back in by Graham Peterson. 30 seconds left in the Manitoba PK. Great job to get it down as Brooks Ackler tried to block it. Henley Gilbert up the wing, but Brody Woodmass tying it up along the boards. Woodmass trying to get it up the right side. Him and Peterson in a good battle in front of us. 10 seconds left in the penalty kill, and they will get it down the ice and kill off the remaining time on the Styhouse power play. Both teams 0 for 1. Peterson couldn't shoot it, so Boda will clear it up the wing for Heshka. 10.5 to go in the second. Heshka for Clifford. To the line. Weltman's shot deflected wide. Back to the line. Here's Matejchuk. He'll unload one. That one's blocked. Austin Heinrich. Heinrich looking to get around Weltman. He'll curl it back on the left wing. Centering pass looking out in front there for Traffic Canta, but couldn't connect. Heshka. Nice pass for Boda. Boda. High slot fires. Good save made by McLaughlin. And a penalty coming again to Manitoba. That's back-to-back penalties for Manitoba. And Styhouse will get a second chance on the power play. Willem Heshka, 2 for the cross check, and Styhouse with 9:50. Excuse the voice crack, with 9:50 to go in the second period. Get a power play look for the second time. The face-off won by Manitoba. Sent down the ice by Weston Brown on a good clearance. Styles looking to move it up. In transition, Jack Kirchhofer. Good centering pass, connecting with Jack O'Connor. O'Connor walks in, he fires! Just missed. A great look for Jack O'Connor, but couldn't get it on target. Back to the line. Brookshire able to hold it in. Brookshire backhand across the rink. No one there. Peck-a-Fair with a chance to clear, but Colton Thompson will pick it and dump it. Behind the net, Kirchhofer. Almost stripped there by Boguski. That was close. Halfway through this Styhouse power play, their second of the game. Up the right side, Kirchhofer. Not able to maintain possession as Saber picks it up. To the line, Brookshire. Long range shot. That one blocked by Matejchuk. Looks like it hit him in the palm of his hand. And that one has him ailing. Still on the attacker. Styhouse comes in front. What a save by Aiden Penner. He's down. Another shot. Another save. Comes in front again. Still scrambling. And that one kicked away too. 20 seconds left of the penalty. Penner again down. And cleared out by Manitoba. Hayden Penner with a couple of big saves. Nice centering pass. Here's Klimko. Denied by Penner. Have a day, young man. Hayden Penner with a couple big saves was down, but not out. Three seconds left in the Styhouse power play. And the face-off is won by Manitoba. And back to even strength. Through the middle, it's Boda in! He scores! Charlie Boda! Fresh off the penalty kill. And Manitoba has its first multi-goal lead of the day. A fantastic individual effort from Charlie Boda. And the All-Stars have a 2-0 lead just before the halfway point of regulation. Brookshire powering up. Here's another good shot and another good glove save for Hayden Penner. Just 1 second separates us from the halfway point of regulation. Carter Clifford back in the first period, and now here in the second. Charlie Boda's fourth of the tournament has given Manitoba the 2-0 edge. On the tie-up, it's Brookshire. Centering pass picked off. Here's an opening. Brody Woodmass on a potential 2-on-1. Woodmass with Fair, looking for Fair. Great stick left by Austin Heinrich. Played in front, Henley Gilbert intercepts. Traficanta couldn't make the play there, fired back in. 7 to go in the period. Fair lost it. Unruh around the back of the net. For Fair, he is tied up along the wall here by Henley Gilbert. And the puck squirts free. Rink-wide pass by Graham Peterson was looking for Traficanta, but was not tape to tape. Charlie Boda, the recent goal scorer, trying to cut it up. Set back in by Brown. Comes to the left side now as chopped in by Jack O'Connor. 6:10 to go in the period. Nearly intercepted there by Luca DeChico. Now he does have it. DeChico for Jack O'Connor. Trying to backhand it to the side. Looks for his brother Thomas. To the line. Shot comes. Easily kicked away there by Hayden Penner. Back to the line. Intercepted. Here's Mark Spaguski on a breakaway. Spaguski is in. And he hits the outside of the net. Pass in front. Boda with a chance to pull the trigger, but couldn't get it on goal. Back to the line. Matejchuk winds. Fires. Denied by McLaughlin. Back to the line again. It's Wellman with a shot. Saved and collected by Skylar McLaughlin. Face off to the left of McLaughlin. And the face-off is controlled by Manitoba. Here's Heshka in front. Stripped by Actor. Around the boards to the line. It's held in by Manitoba. Trying to get reset. It's Woodmass floating it towards the goal. And electing to glove it will be the netminder, Skylar McLaughlin. Don't forget, at 9:30, it's our marquee matchup between the undefeated clubs, Minnesota and First Class Alberta. One team will remain undefeated. The other will be handed their first loss of the tournament. Played off the wall, and Sayos just able to get it to center. Now here they come. It's Brooks Actor. Centering pass. Klubko! Great save made by Penner in tight. Willem Eshka. Through the middle he goes. 3-on-3 to the right side. It's Fair. Fair tried to send it behind the goal, but it goes up into the protective mesh and out of play. Face off to the left of McLaughlin. It's moved out by Styhouse. Traficanta can't make the play. Charlie Boda for Manitoba comes in. Battle there between Fletcher Brookshire and Charlie Boda as they both tumble to the ice. Meanwhile, Austin Heinrich trying to come the other way for Styhouse. Now it's Matejchuk. Skating into the zone, Matejchuk. Could not shoot it. He's pressured here by DeChico. Puck comes out of the corner and out of the zone. Traficanta fanned on his cross-ice clearance. Inside 4 to go in the second period. It's a 2-0 lead for Manitoba. Backhanded off the boards. They continue to dig along the boards. 3.5 to go now in the second stanza. Picked up by Matejchuk. Behind the net for Waltman. Right side, Fair. Centering pass right on the money for Madison Onrau, who comes in. Onrau lost the handle on it, and Styles will try to transition, but having a hard time connecting those tape-to-tape passes here late in the second. Right off the wall, Brody Woodmass. Woodmass powers around 2, can't get around the third. And now picked up by Thompson. Colton Thompson in the corner with less than 3 to go Great pass in front, looking to set up Boguski, but broken up nicely by Styhouse. Here is Boguski from the slot. Save made. Rebound is smothered by McLaughlin. Face off to the right of the Styhouse netminder. And it is won by Manitoba. Here's Brown with a shot from the line. It deflected and hit the bottom of the post. That was close. Down in the corner goes Beckett Fair. Pops back up. Keeps the play going. Heshka sharp angle. Seabade rebound. It's still loose. And McLaughlin has it. And Manitoba arguing that a Styhouse player trapped his hand on the puck, but it does stay out. .229 left to go in our second period. 2-0 in favor of Manitoba. Boguski up the middle. Or, pardon me, Jack O'Connor up the middle. Got my lineups mixed up. Here comes Manitoba. 4-on-2 across the line. Fair. Boguski stopped. Rebound. That one stopped too. It's still loose. They continue to whack away at it. Back to the line. Matejchuk unable to hold it in. Inside 2 to go. Great pace in this game, but Manitoba has the edge. Beautiful move. Boguski's in. Good stop by McLaughlin. Back to the line. Matejchuk waits, shoots. That's blocked. Rebound try. Beckett Fair. Smothered by McLaughlin. Both teams making changes with 95 seconds left on the clock. Face off to the left of McLaughlin, who has looked very solid, I will say, despite his team being down 2-0. Cannot pin that on him. Sent in deep by Jack Weltman. Manitoba looks to get set. Cleared up the ice. This is Ryan Saywert. Had it and lost it. Matejchuk through the middle for Boda. That one picked off by Henley Gilbert on a good play. Backhanded up ice. Kicked forward by Weltman. Now brought in by Alex Klimko with a late to the net. Klimko backhanding to the front of the goal. That one just trickling wide inside the final minute of the second. Styhouse pressuring. Behind the net, it's Klimko. Backhander! Denied by Penner with a massive collision in front. Penner able to slide over on the in-tight play by Alex Klimko and still keeps it a 2-0 score in favor of his fellow Manitobans. .47 left on the clock. Chance to shoot. That's Brookshire, whose shot is knocked down. Beckett Fair skating in. Fair with some nice stick handling. What a move! On the backhand is stopped. Now Brown with a shot. That one stopped too. Rebound try for Fair. Broken up and moved out by Styhouse. Centering pass. Austin Heinrich for Graham Peterson, who blows a tire. 15 seconds left in the period. They continue to battle. Puck squirts free. Brooks Actor couldn't shoot. Picked off by Manitoba, cleared to the line and on out. 3 seconds. Styles will not be able to get a shot here, and that will do it for an exciting second period as Manitoba builds on their lead thanks to Charlie Boda and his fourth of the tournament. And Manitoba leads it 2-0 heading into the third period here on the opening game of day 3 at the Continental Clash on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Back here in Montreal as we get ready for period number 3. A really solid period from both sides, but Manitoba has preserved a 2-0 lead heading into third period action. We're all set, third period underway. And an early offside call 5 seconds into the third period. Lots of games going on again today, as Friday will be a short day for everybody. Chance for everyone to explore this beautiful province in the city of Montreal. On the back of the net, comes out in front of the backhand. Good stop there by Penner. Unrau can't clear the line, nicely held in, and it's Luca DeChico with a shot, just missed wide. Rebound collected, fluttered in front. Chance for Unrau to clear. Runs into his man, and a penalty is coming to Stuyhouse. And it looks like it's going to be Brooks Actor for Stuyhouse. Manitoba getting their second power play of the morning, and a chance to widen the gap to 3. The faceoff is won by Manitoba. Weston Brown lost a tire. Here goes Stuyhouse with a potential opportunity. Joey Gilbert is stopped at the side of the goal, and Penner has it. "13 seconds into the power play, and Stuyhouse had a short-handed chance thanks to Joey Gilbert, but Penner able to stand his ground. Ensuing face-off, initially won by Stuyhouse, but Manitoba has control. Fair through the middle for Brody Woodmass. Now Boda to the line. It's Thompson across for Brown. He'll shoot. It's loose in front. Great save by McLaughlin. At point blank on Charlie Boda. Thompson from the line. Floats it across for Fair. Fair. High slot. Fires. Blocker save McLaughlin. Flipped off the boards. Held in by Brown. Brookshire. Around the boards. Kept in by Brown. Brown lines up. Fires towards the goal. It's loose. They score! Charlie Boda's got his second of the game. Power play goal for Manitoba, and it's 3-0 All-Stars. Charlie Boda on a kind of a broken play, just able to backhand it towards the gaping net, and it is 3-0 Manitoba. Here's Actor looking to try and get the rally going, perhaps for Stuyhouse. We'll have to wait though, as Willem Eschkel will play it forward. Here goes Clifford. He's one-on-one with Radke. Clifford, he's around Radke, to the net! Great save made by McLaughlin. Waltman threw it to the net, but was deflected wide. Heinrich, we're going to speed it up the left side. Heinrich protecting, shooting, running into Carter Clifford. Eshka off the boards, and another penalty coming to Styhouse. On the delayed penalty, Madison Unruh, he gets hooked. I wonder if they'll call both. I think they're just going to call the one. And body contact is the call. Manitoba's heading to its third power play as Austin Heinrich, property of the Chicago Mission, is going to be sent off on the body checking. Face-off coming to the right of McLaughlin. And the face-off is won by Styhouse. Brookshire from a knee. Fires to the line, but held in by Brown. Across, Thompson. Gets the return pass from Boguski. Now to Fair. From the hash marks, out in front at the high slot for Boguski. Great diving poke check by Thomas O'Connor. Brown skates it back in for Manitoba. With men going to the net, he'll curl back. Fair trying to waltz in. Nice move. Here's Fair. Blocked in front by Henley Gilbert. On the back of the net and cleared out by Gilbert. Minute 15 left on the Manitoba power play. Brown from behind the net. Up the wing for Boguski. Boguski, 3-on-2, comes Manitoba. But the All-Stars are offside. Charlie Boda with his second of the game, a fifth of the tournament from Brody Woodmass, and Weston Brown at 13:33 makes it a 3-0 Manitoba lead. Out of the corner, DeChico not able to clear. Puck still up for grabs, and now DeChico has a chance to clear, and does. Back to get it to Taychuk for Weltman. Now up the left wing, it's Carter Clifford. Clifford dances his way through the middle. Good pad save made by McLaughlin. Boda looking for the hat trick now. Would be a natural hat trick. Matejchuk. Nice pass for Weltman. Weltman walking in, firing. Same made by McLaughlin, still loose in front. But the Styhouse netminder has it and will hold. 12 seconds left in the Manitoba power play. And face off to the left of McLaughlin. Wanting control by Manitoba with time running out on the power play. Fluttered towards the net, just missed wide. Clifford tried to spin it in front. Manitoba now 1 for 3 as we go back to full strength. Back to the line, it's Brown. Played it in front, here's Boda. Looking for the hat trick. Denied not once but twice by Skylar McLaughlin. Floated to the left side, right on the money for Traficanta. Traficanta for Joey Gilbert driving. Gilbert on the back of the net. Pinned in by Brown. Now played up the wing. As Radke's back. Radke for Traficanta. 5 minutes gone in the period. And it's 3-0 Manitoba. 2 of those 3 goals from Charlie Boda. Unruh skates it on in. Lost the handle. Picked back up by Styhouse. Graham Peterson can't enter the zone with the puck. Brookshire across. Styles struggling to enter the O-zone. Sent in by Traficanta. Down the boards to the line. Whacked back in by Brooks Actor. Behind the net, Traficanta. Karen play for Actor, out of reach, and back comes Styhouse. Brookshire skating on through. Brookshire drops off for Austin Heinrich, but poked out of the zone again by Manitoba. Actor for Heinrich. Austin Heinrich. Centering feed looked for Ryan Sayward, but out of the reach. Brookshire. Tried to get it net front, but broken up again by Manitoba. Their defense has been really solid here this morning. Here comes Colton Thompson, one of the two, powering in. Trickles towards McLaughlin, and he will hold. Face off to the left of McLaughlin. 8:24 remains in the third period. 3-0 lead for the Manitoba All-Stars. In the corner, DeChico pressured, but gets it safely behind the net for Henley Gilbert. Chipped off the boards. Heinrich looking to poke it out of the zone. Couldn't. Now here's Heshka with a great pass. It's Clifford. Back for Heshka. Great sliding save made by McLaughlin. Here comes Styhouse. It's Heinrich. Heinrich powering in. Lost the handle on it. And covered up by Hayden Penner. Face off to the left of the netminder Penner, brought up now by Manitoba. Boda with a shot, kicked away by McLaughlin. To the line, Thompson couldn't hold it in. So offside is the official call. Ensuing face-off is won by Manitoba. We're now halfway through the third period. Manitoba building to their lead thanks to Charlie Boda. Able to keep it in is Boguski. Unrau for Boda. And his shot deflecting just wide. Another opportunity. And play going to be whistled down on a penalty coming. And it's going to be against Manitoba. Face off. Won by Styles as they go to work on the power play. It is their third of the morning. They're going to break the goose egg. Shot comes and kicked away by Penner. Behind the net, comes in front. Chance for Brooks Actor to deposit, but couldn't. And moved out by Beckett Fair. Fair will backhand it down the ice. Skating in is Joey Gilbert. Stripped and cleared by Brown. Minute 15 left in the power play for Styhouse. Looking to light a spark here late. Traficanta cannot enter the zone, and a hit along the boards will be a penalty to Styhouse, and the power play will be washed out on the body contact penalty. And that's on Wyatt Radke. 5:59 to go in period 3. Manitoba still with a 3-0 lead. And the faceoff won by Manitoba. Matejchuk right in the middle for Boda, still looking for the hat trick, poked towards the net. And McLaughlin has it. And will hold on. Face off to the right of McLaughlin. It is won by Styhouse. DeChico to Brookshire. 45 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Heinrich takes the shot from the high slot. Nicely gloved down by Hayden Penner. He has had a really good game here this morning for Manitoba. Face off to the right of Penner with 5:31 to go in the third period. 35 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Brown takes his man in. They continue to dig as Traficanta was able to kick it free. Here's Heinrich. He'll shoot. Save made by Penner. Saywert back to the line. It's a shot coming from DeChico. Save made. Rebound. They score! Styhouse breaks the shutout. It's Ryan Saywert. And Styhouse not done yet. 5:03 left. Back to within 2. A massive goal for Styhouse. Ryan Saywert's 5th of the tournament from Austin Heinrich. And we're not quite finished just yet. Here's Fair cutting in as Manitoba's now on the power play. Centered out in front. Madison Unrau couldn't tip it home. Waltman, his shot blocked. Manitoba's on the power play for the next 45. On the boards, Henley Gilbert on the tie-up. Round for Clifford to the line. Matejchuk. Clifford waiting. Tried to get a net front, broken up by Brooks Actor and cleared off the boards. Been up behind the net by Manitoba with one last chance on this power play. Beckett Fair into the zone. Tried to get it across. But broken up by Henley Gilbert, and he'll dump it out to kill off the remaining seconds of the penalty. And we skate back to even strength with 4 minutes left in regulation. 3-1 lead now for Manitoba after Ryan Saywert broke the goose egg. Dumped on the ice here by Styhouse. This could be icing. And it will be icing. 3:40 left to go in regulation. Next game coming up after this. The battle of the only 2 undefeated teams left in the tournament, Minnesota Machine and First Class Alberta. Face off to the left of McLaughlin. Won by Styhouse. Klibko couldn't clear the zone. but Traficanta will. Up now for Joey Gilbert. We'll keep our eye on McLaughlin and see if he gets the call to the bench for the extra attacker at any point. Joey Gilbert trying to get around Matejchuk. They go into the corner. Good battle here for the puck as Manitoba just really content to eat the clock. Trying to get a backhander on was DeChico, but he fell. And now pushed up the left side as Heshka in a foot race here with Brookshire, who misplayed the puck. In front looking for Boda. Great play by DeChico. Stiles are going to get it out. Joey Gilbert can't move it up. And offside is Stiles. 2:35 left. Stiles needs 2 more to tie. 3 to win it late. Face-off, won by Manitoba. Sent through the middle by Fair. He finds Clifford. Clifford across. Just missing is Boguski. Fair. They're going to get in front, backhander in tight. That one's blocked and moved out by Heinrich. Heinrich along with Saywert, the lone goal scorer for Stiles. Brooks Kirchhofer, and here goes Skylar McLaughlin to the bench for the extra attacker. Now 6-on-5 with under 2 to go in regulation. Colton Matejchuk pushed it back into the zone. Net's still empty for Stiles. Klimko up for Saywert. Can't make the clean play. Back to get it is Weltman. Up the boards. Now loose on the side. Squirts free. Manitoba trying to clear with 90 seconds left. Fair. Got it as far as the neutral zone. And now Clifford in a foot race with DeChico. Clifford's got it, spins it. Missing the net. Matejchuk, minute 15 left. Net still empty. Manitoba hemming it in. And now all alone is Ryan Saywert. Saywert's in. Throws it across. Shot goes wide. Brooks Actor just missing the net with a minute left. Saywert can't make the clean play. Fair can't get it out. Whack towards the net. Kicked away by Penner. 50 seconds left. Wraparound try! Loose on the line, and it is out. Hayden Penner dives across the line and keeps it out. Stiles will use a 30-second timeout. And we'll take a timeout as well. 46.4 left. Manitoba leading it by 2 late in regulation.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't do it for the name that's on the back. We just do it for the logo on the front. All that clout chasing, we don't run with that. We just put the whole squad on the hunt. Yeah. Yeah, we bleed for the shield, never for the self. True success ain't the trophy on the shelf. It's the logo on the front, not the name on the back. Yeah, we stay on attack.
Back here in Montreal, Stiles using their timeout with 46.4 left. The netminder pulled down by 2, looking to mount a late comeback. Manitoba looking to hang on here and looking to secure 3rd place to begin the morning. Face off to the left of Penner. And the face off tied up. It's still free. And Manitoba's got it. Brown off the boards. This is going to be icing against Manitoba. Face off again to the left of Penner. It's won by Styhouse. Along the line, DeChico takes the shot, blocked by Unrau. Unrau can't clear, 25 left. Styhouse is running out of time. Brown will clear it to the line and out. And that should do it. Boda with an empty net, but pushed away from the puck, sent back into the Manitoba zone. And covering it will be Penner with 6.7 left on the clock. One last face-off to the left of Penner. The face-off is won by Manitoba. The All-Stars open day 3 with a 3-1 win over Styhouse. Make it 4 in a row for Manitoba, as Hayden Penner one save shy from perfection, but Manitoba is now 4-1. What a way to open day 3. Manitoba victorious in their first of 2 on the day. They'll be back in action later on today, as Manitoba will be taking on Team Finland at 2 o'clock on ice pad number 3. That'll do it for this game, but don't go anywhere. In 15 minutes, it's a battle of the undefeated clubs, Minnesota and First Class Alberta, to continue our day 3 action here at the Pure Fawn. We'll step out. When we come back, it's a battle of the 2 top teams. A 3-1 win for Manitoba. They have now won 4 in a row and are 4-1 on the tournament. Back in action later on, taking on Team Finland. They'll look to maintain a top 4 spot in the standings. We'll step out and get you all set for Minnesota First Class Alberta. That's coming up next here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network's continuous coverage of the 2026 Continental Clash in Montreal.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't do it for the name that's on the back. We just do it for the logo on the front. All that clout chasing, we don't run with that. We just put the whole squad on the hunt. Yeah, we bleed for the shield, never for the self. True success ain't the trophy on the shelf, it's the logo on the front, not the name on the back. Yeah, we